Hello, dear subscribers. Today we will delve into a dark and motive-driven story about one of America's most sensational serial killers, Anthony Sowell. It is associated with fear, suffering, and cruelty. And the story itself is a bright example of human cruelty that can be hidden behind the greatest facades. Anthony Sowell was born on April 19, 1959 in Cuyahoga County, Ohio. Already from early childhood, he recognized violence. His father often drank alcohol and became aggressive. That's when Anthony started running away from home and tricking into drugs, which, unfortunately, became his way of living. After finishing school, he served in the Navy, and there was no chance of trying out a career there. In the 1990s, after moving to Cleveland, Sowell found himself in trouble with the law. He was arrested for sexual assault, and then the community began to brutalize him on his behalf. However, regardless of his previous crimes, he could lose his freedom. Tim is no less. The real thirst began in 2007, when low women began to know. Most of them were marginalized people who suffered from drug addiction and a homeless life. The Stinks respected Sowell well, and there seemed to be plenty of reason to be afraid of him. Alas, their hopes were deceived. In late 2009, police received an anonymous tip about a known woman, which led them to Sowell's house. After this investigation, it turned out that the surplus bodies of many victims were stored in his house. This was a real shock for the community. During the investigation, disturbing details were revealed. Sowell confessed to 8 murders, the victims of which were women who were lured to his home. The evildoer often resorted to violence, and after killing the bodies of the victims, he hovered. He sang that he only wanted to overcome his victims and victorious them in his powerful statements about control and power. After the right became known to the wider public, everyone was struck by his cruelty and cold-bloodedness. His trial has been a long time coming. The accused charged him with numerous crimes, including murder, sexual crimes, and illegal solicitation, and in 2011 he was sentenced to death. Essentially, Anthony Sowell has become a symbol of cruelty and death, which can be found in the shadows of everyday life. This story not only reminds us of the dangers that can happen, but also reinforces the importance of being careful about what is happening around us. Today we have the opportunity to scale up the issue. Even if every serious problem is not so obvious, we must remember about sacrifices, about their shares, and about the importance of supporting people, which can lead to a different life. I am sure that you were pleased with this story about Anthony Sowell. If so, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for the look. Be careful and keep to yourself.